Hello all. I don't much like Marco Rubio. His ideas are nothing new, and I personally think his foreign policy is downright dangerous. But as I look at the current crop of candidates, I'm becoming more and more convinced that Rubio is our next president. In the 21st century, it's not about what you say, it's about what you look like. The era of visual politics is largely seen to have started with the 1960 presidential debate between Richard Nixon and John F. Kennedy. Those who listened to the debate on the radio were pretty sure that Nixon had won. But for those who watched the debate on TV, there was no contest. Nixon was visibly sweating and had kind of a used car salesman vibe, while Kennedy was composed and movie star handsome. It's a cliche to point out that these debates won Kennedy the election. What's less appreciated is how far this culture of presidential optics has progressed.
I will not make age an issue of this campaign. I am not going to exploit, for political purposes, my opponent's youth and inexperience.
Reagan was clearly a rare master of communication, but since he shuffled off the stage, the rules have become much more straightforward. Youth always wins. Since 1992, the younger candidate has won the popular vote in every presidential election. The age of the presidents themselves seems to be falling. Kennedy is still the youngest ever, but George W. Bush, a president on the young side by historic standards, was the oldest of the last three by nearly a decade. I don't think I'm breaking any new ground by pointing out that the United States idolizes youth. Rapidly developing technology privileges the young, and our cultures of celebrity and sports obsession leave little room for those over the age of 50 in the popular imagination. Old white men still make most of the real decisions, but that's not the way we see ourselves. We want to be young and vigorous, and more, those are the criteria by which we select our presidents. I'd feel worse about this if it weren't for the fact that it was the baby boomers who made this possible. Youth has always been attractive, but it was the old people of today who made the worship of youth the dominant feature of our politics and our economy. It may be quite some time before we see another person over the age of 50 elected president. Marco Rubio is more than a bit of a doofus, and campaigns are long. He could still screw up. But if he can stay as slickly on message as he did during the first two debates, the election may be his to lose. That's really too bad, but it's the world we live in. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And if you'd like to help me make more videos like this one, please click on the Patreon link here to find out how.